I love the feeling of getting new fresh figure skates, but I hate the blisters and the pain that comes along with it. Here are my top tips to break in your figure skates in a breeze. My first tip is life-changing, guys. Be sure to heat mold your figure skates. Your figure skating authorized dealer can put your skates in a special oven. You're gonna put on your skates, tie them up super tight, and the figure skate is gonna perfectly form to the shape of your feet. This one's a game changer, guys. It made the process of breaking in figure skates so much easier. My second tip is to wear your figure skates in the house. Put on your hard guards, do laps around your house for 20 or 30 minutes or as much as you can handle at a time. Walking around in a house, doing some mini squats, getting your skates prepped for when you're skating on the ice. Tip number 3, find out where you're sore. For me, it's the ankles. The skates always cut up my ankles, especially the back of my heel where my Achilles tendon is. I highly recommend these Bunga pads. When I discovered them, they made all the difference. I'll link them below. This is actually one, and I cut it in half. It's this nice rubbery material. I just put it around my ankles and I've never gotten a cut or blister on my ankle since. With new skates, you're gonna have a lot of friction in there, a lot of new blisters, so I recommend moleskin or bandages to protect the feet. A tip of mine is to go home, put a little bit of triple ointment on it, prevent from infection, get your blisters drying and healing faster. After a few skates, if you still have some tight spots, you can get your skates punched out. It is a machine that can create a little bit more wiggle room without having to buy or size up your skating boots. If you point out where you're tight, for example, I have really wide feet, so I always have to get this 5th toe area punched out. It's gonna give you just a little bit more room in your skates. Now for the fun part, your first day skating on the ice. We are going to do a lot of edge work here, guys, getting the ankles to bend, breaking in those skates because the leather is super, super stiff. Lots of laps, edges, power pulls, cross strokes, crossovers, getting your feet and your ankles used to the stiff skates. They will break in over time, guys, I promise. For your first skate, also don't tie your skates all the way up. I leave about 2 or 3 hooks open. That way the ankles can bend a lot easier. The next few skates, I'll go up maybe 1 hook at a time until eventually, after a few weeks, my skates are tied all the way up. I also like to put my skates briefly by a heater just to warm it up, just to soften up the leather a little bit before putting my feet on. It's almost like a mini heat mold that I talked about for my first tip. Sometimes I'll even heat it up just for a few seconds with a hairdryer just to get it nice and warm and mold to my feet again. For my last tip, little blisters, cuts, a little bit of pain is completely normal in the process of breaking in your skates. However, if you're having severe pain, extreme numbness and tingling, please go back to your skate shop. Your skates will be uncomfortable, but they shouldn't be excruciatingly painful. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe for more skating tips, and see you guys next time. Happy skating!